Hello everyone, it's Favor from Cuisines and Wellness. I am a lover of health and everything health related. To our returning subscribers, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Today, I'll be talking about effect of sugar on the human body. What is sugar? Sugar is a sweet crystalline substance mainly consisting of sucrose, which is a class of molecules called carbohydrate, found in a wide variety of food. There are three classes of sugar. First, we have the monosaccharides, which are simple sugars and they include glucose, fructose, and galactose. Next, we have the disaccharides. As the name di means double sugars, they are molecules having two monosaccharides joined by a glycosidic bond, and they have sucrose and lactose. And lastly, polysaccharides, which are long chains of carbohydrate molecules composed of monosaccharide units bound together by glycosidic linkages, and they include cellulose and starch, also glycogen. And what are the various uses of sugar? The most important use of sugar is that sugar can serve as a source of energy to different cells of the body. And this is because when we consume sugar-containing foods, it moves from the mouth to the stomach and then to the small intestine. And the wall of the small intestine begins to make enzymes like lactase, sucrase, and maltase. These enzymes break down sugar into single sugars and it gets absorbed in the small intestine, where it splits into glucose and fructose molecules. These molecules are sent to the liver. Glucose and fructose are metabolized differently because glucose is directly metabolized widely throughout the body, but fructose is almost entirely metabolized in the liver, and when they are consumed in excess, may have different health implications like fatty liver disease. This is where excess fat builds up in the liver. Also, increased risk of diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. Talking about glucose. When we consume food containing sugar or carbohydrate, there is a corresponding rise and subsequent fall of the blood glucose level. This glucose is absorbed from the gastrointestinal tract into the blood, and when in the blood stimulates the pancreas to release insulin. And this triggers uptake of glucose by cells like muscle cells and the body. Fructose gets taken up into the blood from the gut. Gut meaning the gastrointestinal tract. And in this case, the liver acts as a pre-processing organ converting fructose to glucose or fat. The liver can also release this glucose into the blood and store it as glycogen or fat for future uses. Another main important use of sugar is as a preservation system, in which sugar acts as a preservative by inhibiting microbial activity. Therefore, sugar helps to preserve the color, texture, and flavor of food, like in jam or jellies. The sugar in jellies helps the gel to form and increase its flavor. We have two main sources of sugar. First, the natural sources, which include fruits like apple, strawberries, oranges, banana. We have the sugar beets, which are plants whose roots contain a high concentration of sucrose with a sweet taste. We have the honey, which is a sweet liquid made by bees using the nectar flower. And lastly, sugar cane, which are hybrids of tall grasses used for sugar production. Next, we have the artificial sources of sugar, and they include 1. Aspartame, which is an artificial sweetener 200 times sweeter than sucrose and commonly used as a sugar substitute in foods. Next is the saccharin, which is also an artificial sweetener with no food energy, and it is about 300 to 400 times as sweet as sucrose but has a bitter aftertaste. Following is the stevia, which is a natural sweetener derived from the leaves of stevia plant and one of the best artificial sources of sugar, which is 30 to 150 times sweeter than sucrose. Lastly, we have the sucralose, which is also an artificial sweetener and are not broken down by the body. We all love sugar, and people often ask if sugar is bad for the body. And yes, it is bad for the body if consumed in excess quantity or high quantity over a long period of time. There are recommended maximum daily amount of added sugar according to the age of an individual. For 3 years old, 15 grams or 4 spoonfuls added sugar daily. For 4 to 6 years old, 19 grams or 5 spoonfuls added sugar daily. For 7 to 10 years old, maximum daily added sugar of 24 grams or 6 spoonfuls is recommended. And lastly, 11 years and above, 30 grams or 7 spoonfuls added sugar daily. There are certain health conditions caused by consuming foods high in sugar or carbohydrates. Some of those conditions include joint inflammation. Excess sugar consumption releases pro-inflammatory substances in the body, causing further inflammation of joints. We also have tooth decay, caused by when the bacteria in the mouth breaks down the sugar that we consume, thereby producing acid which dissolves the tooth surface, leading to tooth decay. Let's not forget about the skin, which is the largest organ in the body. An excess sugar consumption leads to early aging of the skin due to the formation of collagen damaging agents. Collagen decreases with age. Based on research, people who consume high amounts of sugar have an increased risk of depression, and it's more in women. Prolonged high sugar consumption leads to impaired memory, that is poor memory formation and poor cognition. And in our subsequent videos, we'll talk more on this. We also have obesity, which is a medical condition where there is an accumulation of excess visceral fat within the abdominal region with a body mass index of 30 and above. Lastly, overconsumption of added sugar has been associated with an increased risk of coronary vascular disease, which is when plaque forms on blood vessels, impeding blood flow, leading to heart failure, arrhythmia, peripheral artery disease, and mortality from cardiovascular causes. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. More of this health series will be coming soon, so you can leave your areas of interest and questions below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share with your loved ones. Thank you for watching. Be happy. Bye.